Just another Magi Monday. Ooh, whoa. And today I've got the Four of Diamonds. My name is Andrea Blythe. I am the traveling Magi of Let Love Rise, here to help decode this ancient system known as the Magi Card Science System to help you understand the energies of your personal soul roadmap. So, with that said, today we're here to discuss the Four of Diamonds, and I am writing solo today because, in fact, it is not a Magi Monday. It's actually a Magi Tuesday because I was traveling over this last weekend and really had the intention while I was at the Magi certification ceremony and initiation, this beautiful event that took place in Florida with the Grand Master of the Order of the Magi himself, Mr. Robert Lee Camp. Much love and gratitude for his service to this system and helping us all understand it. All that to say, I didn't have a free moment up until now. And I met some Four of Diamonds while I was there. I know some Four of Diamonds. So everything that I discussed today relates to the people of these birthdays, which are going to be in the description. Again, the diamonds, which we are going through this entire summer season, is a card that has every single birth month. There is a Four of Diamonds. So there are over 12. I'm not going to read them out. You can look in the description below. So this system, if you are brand new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This system is personalized to you based on the solar energy of your birthday. So unlike tarot, which is more of an interpretive, intuitive card reading, this card reading system is very specifically designed to you. And if a Four of Diamonds is not your birth card, it's potentially your planetary ruling card. And I can tell you more about that. If you want to know the nuts and bolts of who you are and your soul essence, there is a link in the description to request a clarity call with me. I could tell you a little bit more about your cards, the energies that are working with you, and more importantly, like your vision for yourself right now, the life that you are creating for yourself, because this system has been what has helped me to take control of my life, to rediscover who I was after a very painful divorce almost 5 years ago and all that fell away from my life. It has returned me to my own sense of authenticity. It has helped me reconnect with my joy and really find meaning in everyday life. And so this is what I hope for everybody. So whether you want to know a little bit about your soul essence or your soul purpose, please take a look at that link that is in the description and join me for a free complimentary call where I could tell you more about this. But let's decode this a little bit. The diamond, the suit of this fall season, is all about our values and our finances. And truly, these two concepts, our self-worth, how we value ourselves, what we value, the monetary value that we place on our work and our services to the world, is intimately connected with the money, right? What we bring in, what we attract in. So, understanding that diamonds, when they show up in your roadmap, or if you are a diamond person, this is an essential part of understanding who you are and what you are meant to be learning in this lifetime, what you kind of decided ahead of time that, oh, this will be fun. I will learn about values and money in this life. So the four is the overlay. So the symbology is the diamond, and the four is the numerology that tells you about the stability. Think about chairs, tables, right? So many things that are stabilizing, even cars. There's four. Four, it's a very stabilizing number. It's very grounded. Fours also offer protection. There can be clarity with fours as well. So when you look at the number four and then the suit of the diamond, you get the protection or stability in finances and also our values, a stability in our values, what we are realizing is really important to us. You can get clarity over that, clarity of thought, would be the Four of Clubs and that stabilizing power of thought. And then the Four of Hearts, these are two previous episodes that you can refer back to from spring and summer season, the heart and the club. The Four of Hearts is all about stability and protection in our love, in our home, in our relationships. So the number four, the words that we associate, stability, protection, clarity, groundedness, some might even say stubbornness, fixed mindedness. It is not a fixed card. There are a few of those in the deck. This is a quote unquote normal card that rotates around the deck following its karma, as all the cards do in this mystical system of the Magi. However, just understanding that there can be inside the box thinking. Although with the Four of Diamonds is a little bit different than some other fours in the deck because it has two karma cards that are fives. And fives are the cards of restlessness. There's a little bit of dissatisfaction. There's a desire to break out of the box, is what I often say. I myself am a Four of Spades. We haven't gotten to the suit of the spades yet. That will be for winter season this year. But sometimes I lock myself into like, this is how it's supposed to be. This is the way it is. When really there is much more. Come here. Jasper Mraz wants to be here with us today. Um, so sometimes there could be like this fixedness, like too fixated. If there's a downside to a four, it would be that. And also with the Four of Diamonds specifically, because it has this karma connection to the restlessness, I believe the two, oh, where are my glasses? It's the Five of Spades is the first karma card. So learning kind of getting like a little restless with work and health and just not sure where where you're going with it. That can be a downfall to this card because sometimes that restlessness of the karma of the Five of Spades or of any five karma is going to take you outside of the structure and you might lead you in different directions that makes it hard to focus, which can in turn create the laziness. Yeah, I'm going to say laziness that is associated with the Four of Diamonds in particular. However, when the Four of Diamonds just decides to do the work, do the work that is required of you, thinking of the dream that you have, or the job, or the profession, or whatever it is that is creating the income, that is, the money stream, the influence for you. Just show up and do the work. The power is limitless, really, with this card. Come on, you can come up on my lap. Come on, come on. There we go. Um, so keep that in mind with the Four of Diamonds. Now, as I said, Four of Diamonds can refer to your birth card. And for those of us that are not born of a Four of Diamonds birthday, nor have it as our planetary ruling card, which is most of us have a secondary card based on the ruler of your zodiac sign and how it shows up in your roadmap. Again, there's so much fascination to this system and so much specificity to it that if you're just slightly curious to know more, please let's chat. You can put your birthday in there. There are videos all around. More and more of this information is getting known, but my true passion, my sole purpose is to help you align with your energies and the energies of your soul roadmap so that you can live a life of authentic joy and fulfillment. And when I say authentic, is what's true to you, what fills you up, what is your big dream, and then how can these cards help you align with that energy along your roadmap, what I call the yellow brick road that leads you to your dream. It could be Oz, it could be beyond the land of Oz, the Emerald City. Okay, let me pull it back into this. So the other way that the Four of Diamonds can show up is in your roadmap. So when I refer to a roadmap, we have several throughout our lives. The one that we are born with is our biggest roadmap to understand. So if you have the Four of Diamonds somewhere in your roadmap, important to know. And if this is like your Jupiter card, that Jupiter is the planet and the period of our life and a card that indicates business, abundance, money. It would be really good to know that you have this card, a very stabilizing card, and to work with the energy of it to create exactly what you desire. And to also know that on that downside, there can be underlying laziness that prevents you from stepping onto your yellow brick road and following it to the dream that you have for yourself. When we are feeling lazy, sometimes it is often just because we're not totally clear and we're not totally connected, which feels a little weird with this card because it is a four, which often is clarity, protection, security, groundedness. But again, it's that karma. It's knowing that this card comes with these two fives on either side of it, that five of spades, first karma, and then the five of hearts is the second karma that kind of fuels it's like the wind beneath its wings. So this card surrounded by five is has this restless spirit that needs some more grounding and then just really honestly needs to be here's the road, let's take the steps, and then so much protection around your finances. It can show up. So that's like the big lifetime roadmap. And then a roadmap that I talk a lot about with people who are in my Joyful Soul Circle, which is a private membership group that I offer on Wednesday mornings. We look at our annual roadmap and specifically the season that we're in. So right now it is fall season when this video is coming out. So we look at what period are you in your year? Because this system is entirely based on your solar return. So from birthday to birthday, everybody in the Joyful Soul Circle has a different birthday, a different point. So we're all at different seasons. I happen to be in my Jupiter season right now, or my Jupiter period of my year right now. And I help people understand this, like the periods of their year, the cards that they have, how to decode it. And today, when I was thinking of the work that I have to, get caught up on as I come back from this amazing Magi certification weekend, I looked at my daily card and dun, da, 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 it's the Four of Diamonds. And so I was like, okay, Andrea, just do the video today, do it solo. You don't have time to get one of the beautiful souls who I know who is of this birth card. And instead, just share a little bit about this. So, and perhaps today there will be some stabilizing, around my finances. There will be some protection. And so much of it has to do with how I am connecting to the energy of money and to my own self-worth. So you see how the system can work. So there's the annual roadmap. It's also really helpful to look at where you are in a 7-year period, um, and then in the bigger period of your life. So uh, these are all things that I am happy to help you understand, to help give you a little spiritual, mystical guidance that is so incredibly accurate. It is based on the ever expanding universe in which we are lived. It is a snapshot of what you chose to come into in this form, in this person that you are right now listening to this message, and how it wants to guide you just to help you see where do you have to let go of something. I have a big nine card in my roadmap this year, the nine of clubs. So I know so much of my work this year is to rewrite old narratives, to catch the limiting beliefs, to notice when and where they're coming up, and to flip those thoughts. This again is work that we do in the Joyful Soul Circle. And it's my hope that these videos offer some insight for you as well. Four of Diamonds also can show up when it does in your roadmap as people who come into your life, whether it is for a day, like today is my Four of Diamonds day. I might run into a Four Diamonds person today who has a message for me. Whether it is in a period, a longer period, or a long range, one of the five big cards that you get for your roadmap for a year. I feel like this has been a little bit of a technical conversation that I'm having, and this is what happens. Now you get a little insight into my mind and how I see all of the various ways that this system can really help you. So I hope that you are extracting something that you can take with you today, knowing that every time you look at your roadmap and where it is, there is an overlay, not just of the symbology and the numerology of the card, but also where it is in your roadmap, how it's showing up. And that's part of the astrology. And the other part of the astrology is the connections with other people and which people represent these cards and how they might show up as an influence for you when you have that particular card. So thank you so much for being here. I have a special shout out of love and appreciation to all the subscribers who come back week after week. And thank you for your grace on knowing that I am one woman in Boise, Idaho, doing the best that I can to get this information out to you every week on Monday as something that you can look forward to learning about these cards and how they influence you, how you can use them to lean into the highest version of yourself. That is truly the end game, is use the highest part of these energies to propel you forward, to live authentically into the life that you desire, one that is full of joy and synchronicities and excitement and purpose and service and gratitude and love and all the high vibe feelings that we desire, so that when we are connected to that energy, it becomes infectious to those around us. It inspires them to want to know more and tap into their soul roadmap so that they can align with these energies and become the best and highest version of themselves. And then it ripples out and out and out like the ripples of water when you drop in a pebble. Thank you so much for listening. Such gratitude. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you know one of the Four Diamonds people who are listed below in the birthdays, please share this with them, and hopefully it gives them a little bit of insight into their financial stabilizing power. And until next week, we will come back with the Five of Diamonds. And it is my hope that I could coordinate with the guest who I met on the Magi retreat last weekend. And I would really love to have her on. And until then, here is to love and joy in the journey. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you back here next week for the Five of Diamonds. Ciao for now.